Hey there, Dr. Fred DiDomenico of Elite Coaching. How do I know from Elite Coaching? Because I have it on my really cool Elite Coaching shirt. Do you guys like this? Hey, anyway, I'm here to talk about something really serious, and that's your purpose and principle and reaching your vision in your life calling as a chiropractor. And now we're at the beginning of the fourth quarter, man. We're at the end of the year. It's the final stretch of 2015. I know you guys set goals for the year, and here we are in the final stretch. And then I'm sure you're going to set goals for 2016. And it's really not about the goal, because what our goals relate to? Our goals relate to change people's lives with chiropractic, really teach them how to live an optimal spine, optimal health lifestyle, right? Changing humanity and making it better and raising the consciousness of people that they don't have to be sick and they can live a great life. And so now we're at this time of season again. Well, what's most common? Hey, you know what? Our practice goes on vacation, because a lot of times we go on vacation through the holidays, but what would it be like to create such a strong foundation in your practice at the end of the year that people are so focused that at the beginning of 2016, your whole practice is back? So what happens typically? Hey, people get out of the habit. You know, we cross over the year. We got to get people back. We're doing these recalls. You know, we're all excited about these things because we set new goals to help more people next year. And why do we do that? Because as spiritual beings, we seek growth. This is one of our higher needs. We have to progress. And we have a vision. If you haven't reached your vision, and this is your life calling, which it is because you're a chiropractor, you want to do something more next year above and beyond what you did this year. But if we could create such a solid foundation that people were motivated, and then they come back from the holidays and your whole practice is back, and that can be a launching pad into 2016, where you can have the best first quarter that you've ever had. What would that be like? Well, why is that important? Because you want to progress next year. Now, what does most chiropractic groups tell you? What do we do? Well, we come back, and whenever we want to grow our practice, what do? Market, 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 market. Well, how many times have you marketed? You get in new patients, your practice grows, but what's really the key to the principle of chiropractic is retention. It's creating lifetime patients. What if we had a system that could take 8 out of 10 of our patients and turn them into lifetime patients? Wouldn't that just be a lot easier? This market, I mean, it's all over the profession. Do we have to market? Yeah, but you shouldn't be dependent on it. What if 8 out of 10 became lifetime patients? You know, the average chiropractic practice, I get calls from all over the profession. 20 to 50% patient commitment. 20 to 50%. That's an average of maybe 30 to 40%, 3 out of 4 of your new patients commit to care, let alone spinal correction. I think we need to do better than that. Okay, I think we can do something better at the end of this year in 2016 that can change more lives. Okay, so are you going to just market again? Are you going to go through the holidays and be doing all your recalls and pushing the boulder uphill, trying to get things started? Well, let's do something different. That's why I'm on this video. So here's what I want you to do. Take a pen and paper and write down 30%. Get a pen and paper, write down 30%. Okay, you know, in Jeopardy it goes tick, tock, tick, tock. Go get your pen and paper, write down 30%. Now what I want you to do is look at your number of your patients now and write a number that's 30% bigger. And you can see that per week. Now look at your gross collections and write a number that's 30% bigger. And look at that. Look at how many people out of 10 you think commit, and write down 20 to 30% more. Now look at those numbers and imagine if that was every week. Imagine if you did that every week. Would that give you a significant step towards your purpose? And if that's something, when you feel that in your body and you feel and you live that, is that something that you want to be guaranteed that if you took a step, I'm not saying join a coaching group, forget about elite coaching. This isn't about joining a coaching group. This is about your vision. But if you could do that in the first quarter of next year and not just hit a peak and go down, I mean, learn something, a patient communication management system that could raise you at least that amount, at least and give you sustainability and begin the first quarter of the year at that level, how would that feel? So we have a whole coaching system. I'm not talking about that system. I'm taking one piece, our patient management system. Okay? And we already have established the credibility and reputation, and most of you watching this video already know this is the most powerful patient management influential system that creates the most lifetime patients. Okay? So what I want to do, we have a boot camp system in December, January, where in the beginning of December you could create such a solid foundation, and then in the beginning of January you could create a catapult that I will guarantee that you will increase all those numbers by at least 30% in the first quarter next year. And if for some reason you don't, then I will personally coach you until you hit that result. Now, why can I make that guarantee? It's not because I'm full of myself. It's not because I think I'm great. What it is the hundreds of doctors that have been through the boot camp system that will tell you themselves that have gotten more than that. 30% is actually conservative. Most doctors get 30 to 50 and above. Okay? In the last 2 sets of boot camp series, we had 34 to 38% hit record highs in the first week back, almost 40% in the first week. Now imagine getting that in a week. I know it seems unbelievable, but about another 40% hit record highs in the second week, and the rest up to about 95% within the first month to the third month. So the reason I'm here giving you this is not because I'm full of myself. It's because so many people have done it. When you look at that number and it's a conservative number, do you want to be guaranteed that you can come out of the holidays and grow your practice and reach that in the first quarter? Now, why am I doing this? Because you have a mission that's bigger. Because I think spinal correction is the greatest thing that God ever gave humanity. That if you're a spinal corrective doctor, that you deserve to create more lifetime patients. And remember in 1918, chiropractic became famous because the chiropractic patients made it through influenza. Well, right now we got the highest cancer. We got vaccination laws. Look at California and the vaccination laws that are passing, and more states are trying to jump in. Disease rate is higher than it's ever been. We are at that point right now where humanity is begging us for something different, and chiropractic is the answer, and you know it. So if you can learn a system where I've spent 20 years in professional communication system and training, and you can do that. Now here's what the boot camps are not. You know, we're not going to get up at 5 in the morning and do burpees. We're not going to run around. We're not going to stand on top of a tall telephone pole. We're not doing, it's not about a zip line. Go to Costa Rica and do that. Work out whenever you want. What it is an advanced communication system from 20 years of professional communication training, NLP, life coaching. Is what the top influencers around the world are doing. It's what CEOs and organizations and world-class organizations and corporations are training their people on to build relationships. Chiropractic purpose is about lifelong relationships. So how'd you like to do that? How'd you like to change somebody's perspective and do it predictably? Now what the boot camp experience is, it's an immersion experience. It's like, man, have you ever wanted to develop a skill and you get a coach and you actually do it, whether it's a golf swing or driving a race car or doing anything, and you get coached one-on-one and you do it over and over and over until on Monday, all of a sudden you have this new skill. That's what it's like. You come back on Monday and you and your team have skills that you didn't have on Friday. What would that be like to come back in your office and watch people transform right in front of you with something you didn't do on Thursday? You have a new mindset and new systems that make lifelong patients. Okay? You're built for this. This is why you came into it. So imagine experiencing that. And not only does that happen, but because the patients are inspired, you get more referrals. This is what's common. And you have sustainability. So not only do you hit that level and more, but it lasts and you can continue to build on it through the year. Imagine that. What would you feel like then? That's where you could be at. Now, here's the requirements. Obviously, you have a choice. You can go back to marketing and you can do all those things. And maybe you have a coaching group that you're comfortable with. But I can guarantee this result. There is a couple of requirements. Number one, you have to be a spinal corrective doctor. So if you're totally into spinal correction, you want to get better at that, then great. Number two, I'm going to take you through this journey one-on-one, because you're going to get CDs and DVDs, and I'm going to coach you, and you have the immersion experience with you and your team. You have to be willing to train your team. And you have to be willing, here's the hard part, be in a relationship with me, okay? That's the tough part, because I'm going to take you through there. I'm going to be attached to your hip, and I'm going to take you through these results and better one-on-one through minimally the first quarter of next year. So if you're ready to be coached, you're ready to learn something that you probably haven't learned before, right? You're ready to look at yourself, your practice, and how you influence people differently. You're ready to have your team be inspired, and you're ready to be immersed in those 2.5 day experiences. If you can do that, then I can guarantee the results. You know what? This isn't for everybody, but it is for those people that are at that place. So if it is, hey, you know what? You can go to Elite Coaching, elitecoachingllc.com. Go and watch the boot camp. Go into the boot camp tabs, watch the testimonial video. Then give me a call. There are certain practices, and we're going to look at certain statistics, look at where your practice is and what your vision is, so we can make a definite plan. I'm serious about this guarantee. So give us a call if you feel that you're ready for that type of change. Okay? You're ready to make a difference in more people's lives. Then call me, I'll talk to you personally. And if this is a great fit, that I know you can get those results, then we'll talk about what the next steps are. Here's a problem. Every day that goes by is another day off of this year, preparing the foundation. It's one day closer to next year. The moment of decision can determine your destiny. What do you want? Just decide what you want. And if this can work for you, then I can guarantee the results. So give me a call today. The website and my phone number will be on here. And I look forward to building a relationship with you so you can build more lifelong relationships with your patients. Make a bigger impact on humanity. I'll talk to you soon.